my dear students. Today we are going to start a very important topic or a very important chapter of class 12 history, that is rebels and the Raj. In this chapter we are going to study about the revolt of 1857 and its representation. Its representation means the representation of revolt of 1857 by the historians or by the British Raj, Britishers, who during that time, how they shown in the book the rebellion of 1857, the revolt of 1857. As beta you know, in class in 8th standard also the same topic is there, and there you studied the topics. The first topic which you studied was the causes behind the revolt, means why the revolt started. Second, events of the revolt and the leaders. In that you studied the leader and the various places where the revolt occurred. Then we discussed about the why the revolt get failed. And finally, the final thing was the result of the revolt. What were the changes came in the British administration in India after the revolt, after the suppression of the revolt, and why the revolt get failed. Now in 12th standard, we will discuss the same second topic, that was the events of the revolt. The first topic which we discuss is the pattern of the rebellion. Pattern of the rebellion means the same topic, that is events of the revolt. In the pattern of rebellion, we discuss the event, how the events started during the revolt, one after the another. In these, the subtopics are how the mutiny began, how the revolt began, what were the signs used by that, and how people came together, how it spread up. Then lines of communication. Once the revolt when get started, how the people who were participating in the revolt get communicated their ideas with one another. Then leaders and the followers. Who were the people who led the revolt and who were their followers. Rumors and the prophecies. Rumors means during the time of the revolt there were various rumors also all around. So what were those rumors, how they came into being, and what were the prophecies. Prophecies means a kind of a thing, means to tell about the future. Prophecy means to prediction about the future, what is going to be happen in the future, that is prophecies, prediction. Why did people believe in the rumor? And finally we discuss when the rumors spread and various people were there who made the prophecies, who predict the things going to be happen in the future. So why people trust on these people? So all these are the subtopics which we discuss in the main topic, pattern of the rebellion. Means in this topic mainly we discuss about the event of the rebellion, how the rebellion started, how it get spread up. Okay, now after this then we discuss the second topic. But this is all the cracks of the chapter, what actually you are going to study in this whole chapter. This is just a summary of that. So in second topic you study about the Awadh in the revolt. Awadh is a very important state during the time of revolt, because soon after the annexation of the revolt, of the Awadh. Awadh was annexed by the Britishers in the year 1856, and you know in the year 1857 the revolt began. And Awadh was annexed, as you have seen in class 8 also. Awadh was annexed because of no particular means important reason. Just the Britishers said that we are annexing the state because it was misgoverned by the ruler. Okay, so annexation of Awadh also played a very important role to boost among the people the feeling of anger, in boosting the feeling of anger among the Indians. So in this topic you will study the subtopic, a cherry that dropped into our mouth one day. This is the quotation, this is the statement made by one of the Governor General named Lord Dalhousie. Dalhousie once said regarding the Awadh that it is like a cherry which can drop in our mouth one day. Then second subtopic you study in this, the life was gone out of the body. Means this title is just like a line of a novel. A life is gone out of the body. It means that when the Awadh was annexed by the Britishers, it's seen by the people as the life has gone out of their body. Means they were no being living after the annexation of Awadh, because Awadh was very important state, because the reason was that the Nawab of Awadh patronized many people. It was the source of income, source of livelihood for many people. And when the state get annexed by the British Raj, then all these people lost their source of livelihood. And final third subtopic which you study in this was the Firangi Raj, the Raj of the Britishers, when it gets established at Awadh, and end of the world. Means end of the world. The world get over for the people of Awadh when finally it get annexed by the Britishers. So these two topics you study. First, the pattern of rebellion, how the rebellion occurred, and then Awadh, we give a case study of the Awadh particularly. But the question can be asked for 8 marks on whole this. What was the pattern of the rebellion in India during the revolt of 1857? In that you have to discuss all these points. And when the question can also be asked for 3 mark. As you know, two type of a question will be asked. One is for the 1 mark, then another 3 mark, and then the 8 marks question. And for the 3 mark, the question can be asked from the subtopic like, why did people believe in rumors spread during the time of the revolt? So these are the short questions. Okay, now come to the third topic which we will discuss in the chapter. That was the what was rebel wanted. Means the people who did the rebellion against the Britishers during the year 1957. What was their actual demand? Why they revolted? What their demand from the Britishers? So in this we discuss these 3 subtopics. First thing, vision of unity. In that, when the people came together against the Britishers, we saw that all the Hindu and Muslim all get united without any differences, and they fought together against the British Raj. And that was the most important incident, event, when the Britishers understood that the unity between these two communities can be dangerous for them in future also. And after the revolt of 1857 only, when the Britishers started a discriminatory behavior against one community and started supporting another community for having for creating a difference between the two communities, when they support the one and oppose another in this way. After that, you study against the system of oppressor. Means how the people, what the people did against the oppressive system of the British Raj, and the search for the alternative power. When they revolted against the British Raj, then they were also at the same time searching for the alternative power who came, alternative power who can be replaced after the overthrow of the British Raj. So that was the, you know, they goes to the Bahadur Shah Zafar for that. Then fourth topic which we discussed was the repression. In this topic, you will see that how the Britishers repressed the revolt brutally. You see that the revolt mainly started in the month of May, 1857, in the month of May, from 10th May. The revolt actually started, and for 2 months, for the month of May and June, the Britishers had no answer for the revolt. They can't be able to understand what to do, because all the things were instant, so much instantaneous, and they only bothered about saving their own life and saving the life of their family. So, after when the situation came into control, many British officials were called from the outside, also from many other colonies, and from various places of India also, where the revolt was not there, and it was repressed very brutally. Thousands of people were hanged for the death and get killed up in the repression. And this final topic, beta, this topic is very much important from the point of view of exam also. Images of the revolt. In this topic, images of the revolt, you will see various paintings made by the Britishers, in which they were showing the courage of the Britishers and how they control the situation. They also shown the courage of the British women during the time of revolt, how they defend themselves. All these things you study in this topic, images of the revolt. Like there is a subtopic, celebrating the savior. Once the situation was under control, they repressed the revolt. Then how there was a painting which was seen as the painting which show the celebration of the savior. Means once they get saved from the rebels, then how they celebrated the calm situation. English women and the honor of Britain. This is also shown through a image, through a painting, in which there was one British lady named Miss Wheeler, and she was having a gun in her hand, and she was defending herself from the rebels. Means all these paintings were showing the courage, the strong foots of the Britishers. Vengeance and retribution. Vengeance means a kind of a what you can say, to take a revenge. Vengeance is a revenge. How when the Britishers repressed the revolt, how they took up the revenge from the Indians for killing the Britishers. So vengeance and retribution. Retribution means a severe kind of a punishment was given then to the Indians. And means in this topic you will study about the revenge taken by the Britishers through a severe punishment to the Indians. Then performance of terror, no time for clemency. Clemency means they are killing. Means agar aapne kisi British, if you have killed any of the British official, then the Britishers will not be going to show any clemency for you. Definitely you will be given the death punishment. And final topic which we study in this was the nationalist imageries. In this nationalist imageries, we will see one painting in which was made by the Indian, and in that the courage of the Indian nationalist was also shown. So this is all about the summary of the chapter, what actually you are going to study in the chapter.